myself. I'm so proud of myself that I could cry. Today was just, I had every reason and every excuse to like give in to my pregnancy fatigue, leftover stress, you know, just kind of a long day and driving and all of that stuff. I had every reason to give myself grace and put it off, but I didn't. I showed up for me. I showed up for future me, and given that it has to do with breath work and meditation, by showing up for me, I was able to show up for others and share that with others. I was kind of like stressing, so it's Vlogmas. And that's the other thing too. I'm all like, I really just want to bang out like my first Vlogmas, you know? But I knew that this year doing a video every single day and editing and that, like, I could aim to do that, but I just know that I would probably reach burnout. And being pregnant and working 40 hours right now and having a 2-hour round trip commute, it's just like, I'm not, and I didn't want to set myself up for failure, you know? I wouldn't want to like start off super strong and then not be able to follow through. So this morning I was all like, okay, I could go live every day, every night, and do like a 10-minute breath work, soft meditation. That's how I can stay dedicated to Vlogmas. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy and proud of myself that I pushed through and decided to do it. And then I was kind of worried too that 10 minutes was going to be too long, and it went by like that. And it was just around 17 and a half minutes. So a little longer than expected. But the first few minutes too, there were some people in the chat, and I'm just happy that I showed up for myself. And then it's going to be easier to show up the next 24 days, you know? And I might just continue it all the way through the end of the year. And who knows, maybe this will just be another part of PK or Pink Katerade. One of the main purposes behind this channel when I started this channel was to share my guided meditations. And it's all like 5 years in. Don't get me wrong, I love the vlogs, I really do. But from the get-go, guided meditations was a huge part of this channel, and it's all like I'm finally getting to it. I'm just so thankful and proud because there's just so many reasons that I could have just not shown up. And just like my makeup too, and like I'm breaking out and everything, you know, and being pregnant, my face is definitely feeling fuller, and like the lack of makeup and everything, you know, just all of those things that sometimes we can be concerned about or concern ourselves with, you know. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should do my makeup. Maybe I should do like a quick little hairstyle and blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, no, but I'm just delaying it all. And it's not about that stuff. It's about the energy and providing a safe, cozy space for people to unwind and show up for themselves and get some awesome breath work in that really brings them home to themselves and grounded and help calm and regulate help calm and regulate their nervous systems, and setting a beautiful intention for the next day before heading off to bed and wishing them good rest and a peaceful mind. So that's what it's about, and that's what I showed up and did. and I ripped off the Band-Aid. And I feel like, yeah, the first one is definitely probably the hardest, and it's only going to get easier, you know? And the more I do, the more confidence I will have, the more confidence will grow, and that'll be that more of a natural ease and flow. I'm rhyming over here. Booyah, baby, booyah. Second one in the can. Vlogmas nightly reset and meditation day 2, because that's 4. I accidentally did that at the beginning. I was all like 2, and I was like, wait, that's 4. Oh my gosh, babes. Excuse me. It's a baby. The baby just does like this weird hiccup burp thing all the time, or like this obnoxious yeah. Oh my gosh, babes. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna move this post-it. I feel even more prepared. I feel more, well, obviously, I think that goes without saying, safe to say. I was gonna like put those, goes without safe to saying. That felt really good. And my goal was 10 minutes. Yesterday, I ended up going like 17 and a half or something. And I think I ended around 9.5 minutes, 9:40. So I definitely could have slowed down, 10, 15 seconds. So that's good to know, but definitely more prepared. Wait, that's what I was saying. Sorry. Definitely more prepared tonight. That's because it wasn't my first time. And also too, because I laid out my script, which I don't necessarily like to do because I want to be able to look at the camera the entire time and not, you see my eyes over here and over here, because I needed to make it big enough on my computer. So I have it half on one note over here and half on the other note over here. And I put my phone right there, and it's kind of perfect because everything's still like low lit, but the computer is enough to kind of light my face, and then I can see everything that's going on. So I think it's a great setup. And then as my confidence builds even more, I won't use a script and I'll just wing it, which is what I'm normally used to doing. But I think, when you're like, oh, you're going live and you see like the users going up or the watchers or whatever going up, you can start to get a little nervous, but I don't know, just focus on that green dot. And I tried not to, well, I didn't look at anything that was happening in the chat. So yeah, but I could see it moving. But yeah, I'm just so proud of myself. I feel really good. I'm showing up. I'm finally doing it. I'm just feeling really good, babes. Oh, and then tonight I also made sure, this is on the edge of my computer for protection. Happy vibes. Get after your ish, babes. Don't put it off any longer. Just do it. Jump right in. You will be great. It just popped into my head. I had this meditation once, and I wonder if it goes along with a Rumi quote as well. But it's almost like you just have to take that first step. And it's almost like, if I can give you a visualization, this is what I had in a meditation however long ago. It was almost like walking in the clouds, and it was taking and not being able to see where you were going, and just needing to take that first step and having faith in yourself and the universe and everything that in your intention, right? And as you took that first step and you continued to walk, it's almost like the rest of the pathway would appear, but you needed to move first in order for it to appear. So anything your heart desires right now, anything that's calling to you, a passion project, some creative calling, traveling, whatever is in your heart right now, follow it. Follow it. Sorry, I started to like have a little bit of a moment. Whatever is in your heart right now, anything you're thinking about, don't delay. Don't delay. Time is of the essence. Time is the one thing, unfortunately, we can't buy. We never know how much we have of it. So anything that's in your heart, that's calling you, that's just makes your soul go, ooh, do it, babes. Do it. What you want wants you right back. What you desires you right back. So get after it. No more fear. Once you take that first step and the band-aid comes off, you will feel amazing, and then it's easier for everything to just build on top of that. And it's okay to do things scared. It really is. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you know? And what do you have to lose? Regret is way, way worse than you potentially messing up or failing. And technically, is failing really bad? In my mind, failure is kind of success in the sense that you are one step closer to achieving what you're going after. Failure is a sign that you showed up and that you did it. And so you're like, oh, that one didn't work that way, depending on whatever it is. You know, like the first thing that comes to mind is like some engineering project or working on a computer. Oh, that way didn't work. Oh, that's okay. It's not a failure. You're one step closer to figuring out what does work, you know? So do it. Sending those vibes. You got this. You're amazing. You're capable. You are worthy. So much love. Buenas noches, mi amores. Dang, babes. Talk about showing up for yourself. Yeah. Today was rough. Today was a hard day. And I'm really proud of myself for showing up. I just finished Vlogmas day 3 of Pink Katerade's nightly reset and meditation. And I got another 2 subscribers. So that's good. I think I got 2 last night and then 1 on the first night. So that's good. I feel good. I'm just really proud of myself because in the past, when things happen or if I'm struggling or if I have a bad day, I have let go of things. I don't know if that's the right word or the right words or the right way to explain it, but I think I've been so lost in certain feelings that it's almost like I'm immobilized with those feelings and I can't do anything. I guess that's a sign of my maturing, my self-love, that I'm not going to let anything bring me down, because then the long run of how that then plays out, it's almost like this one bad day just isn't a bad day. It's, if I don't show up for myself, it's like that this one bad day energy kind of seeps into other areas that will get affected, or that I would feel bad or guilty or shame later on over. Like, let's say I would have let my bad day today get in the way, and then I didn't show up for Vlogmas day 3. And then tomorrow when I'm having a better day or whenever, and I'd look back and I'd be like, damn, I was so excited. I was like committed. I hit it hard. I was really proud of myself. I was building that confidence, you know, and then dropped it. It's almost like a double whammy or a triple whammy. A triple whammy. Stupid word. Triple whammy, depending on how that plays out. I think too, if you watch tonight, like, I'm thankful that I showed up, you know, I'm human. We're not always going to have like the best days. I mean, I think it was good, but I definitely felt a little distracted, and I looked over here a few times at them in the beginning, so I think it took me a second. And then I realized at one point that I didn't have my oh my gosh, what is that? My black onyx, my crystal right here. So then while I was guiding the meditation and like referring to my script, then I became like super aware of my energy and like, okay, ground and protect, ground and protect. Because even though these people aren't in the same room with me, you know, there's like this portal, you know. And so I just felt like, oh my gosh, my safety. So yeah, definitely distracted some, that's for sure. Vibes to showing up for yourself. Like, showing up for yourself, like that can never be taken away. That is your hard work, your commitment, your resilience through a hard day that will never be undone. Like, that is energy put forth that will continue to echo out towards your goals, your dreams, your desires. So it's turning that day around, or, you know, it's almost like the visual I just got is like, I don't know. Even if you have a bad day, it still builds character. It shows you what you're made of. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to describe my visual, but it's like, I pictured like me showing up for myself, like as this cherry on top of a bad day. Like, you might have this perfect day, beautiful day, which is like the most perfect ice cream sundae with everything in it's there. And you still have your cherry on top. You showed up for yourself, right? And then let's say you have a bad day and you have a melted, soupy sundae. But you still have everything there. It just looks different, right? But you still got your cherry on top. You still have a sundae. It's still considered a sundae. It's just in a different form. But that cherry on top, I was gonna say no one can take away your cherry. I mean, it's just you showing up for yourself. The consistency, even when you don't want to, the discipline, that will never be undone. No one can ever take that away from you. Your hard work can never be undone, and that energy goes out into the ethers. The universe is always feeling, is always listening energetically, and it will always come back to you. So drop those cherries, drop those cherries, drop those cherries. Okay, I gotta go to bed. Good night. Night 4 of PK's nightly reset and meditation in the can. I'm happy. And I'm really fucking proud of myself. Yeah. And I like really want to be mindful about like my cussing, but no, this one there's no apologies. No fucks given. Oh, I'm so sorry, babish. You know what? Let me just pull my selenite wand out of here. Just put my little black dude back here. Boom. I'm just kidding. I remembered my crystal tonight. But no, why I am so proud of myself is today was a hard day. Okay. I actually love that. Just brush off my shoulders. Today was a hard day, babes. Yes, it was. Harder than yesterday. Yeah. But this whole thing, me showing up for myself, hi puppy, hi mommy, I know, I'll be done soon, is just an incredible game changer. It's like, I think when you show up for yourself consistently and go after your passion projects, your creativity, your goals, whatever you're trying to get off the ground, if you're trying to build something, and you continue to show up for yourself, whether that's like self-care, your rituals, or your routines with cooking for yourself, or WALKs with your babies, you know, or going to the gym, or meeting up with friends, like whatever those rituals are, whatever those things give back to you and your self-worth and your self-love, when you continue to show up for yourself, it's almost like, yeah, today sucked. Yesterday sucked. Today, you could say sucked more, because it was like what yesterday was with more stuff added on top. And I'm still here showing up for myself. Nobody can take it away from me. I'm just so proud of myself. And I'm acknowledging and celebrating my growth, because there have just been so many times in my life where this has not happened for me. Anxiety rises, I get triggered, things happen, and it just feels like my world falls apart a little bit, and it's almost like letting my power being taken away from me. And this is so empowering with me showing up for myself, that like the other stuff like yesterday and today is just, it doesn't have like as big of a spotlight on it. Like this, me, PK is what takes the cake. I'm just proud of myself for the discipline, and yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Like what vibes, what a good feeling. And you want to know what, too? I didn't have a single person. But it was weird though, because at the very end, it'll give you like this little analysis thing. And it said I gained a subscriber and there was a comment left. So I wonder too if there's like also a delay. So maybe someone popped on, but it was such a short enough time that it wasn't long enough for it to come through on my end and me see. But that's okay, because I still showed up. I still showed up for me. And we're only 4 nights into, and so I'm sure energetically YouTube is trying to figure out like the algorithm and everything. You know, that's why consistency is key. And it's also Thursday night, and lots of people, that's when they start their weekends, and it's like Friday Eve and work events, and it's the holiday season, so that would make sense too. I did it. Yay me. I feel like I'm a principal over here. How cool would that be? I mean, this is kind of like a little aggressive and intimidating, but how cool would it be if, you know, educators walked around with crystals and they're all like, do you want a little bit of, shall I calm your energy, child? And they'd be like, let me brush your shoulders off. You'll be okay. You got this. Go get it. Okay. Let's just take a moment for this little guy who's been by my trusty side the last 4 nights and will continue to be through Vlogmas. I almost kissed it. Well, I mean, I can. You know, too, that's, I think, what I was going to say, too. This was also in my script for tonight's meditation, is that this is filling my cup. Me showing up at the end of the day it's a reset for me, too. It's filling my cup. It's ending my day focusing on me. And that energy just carries through to the next morning. And I'm looking forward to this every night. And I'm looking forward to this every night. And the nerves are getting less and less and less. Or, yeah, the nerves are being replaced. I mean, as the nerves are coming down, and I feel like there's still that little underliningness, but the confidence is growing. So it's kind of like, and I know what I'm doing, you know? And it's like you know how to pivot, and you're live. And so you just take it as it comes, you know? So, yeah. Okay, bath time.